Live streaming, to me specifically, has been one of the building blocks of of my growth as a DJ. When the the pandemic happened in 2020, we saw that everything shut down. There was no clubs, no venues, no events, no festivals, nothing. Everything was closed. Everything was just, it was like the world was in a standstill. What I can tell you, to, honestly, the seven grades for DJs at that time up to now has been live streaming. So if you're a DJ that wants to grow, that wants to get your name out, that wants to brand yourself, live streaming is the way to go. And especially right now in 2023. What I'm about to present to you is is steps that you need to know on how live streaming will benefit you as a DJ. And it doesn't matter if you're an upcoming DJ, if you an established DJ, or even if you've been DJing 10, 20 years. I mean, we still have DJs like Louis Vega, David Morales, and DJ Spin still do their performances via live stream. So it is important and it's a good building block. So let's talk about it, shall we? We shall. I'm Househeadspeakz. I've been a DJ since 2017, and I also have been live streaming on my sets and shows since 2020. So I've pretty much been doing this for at least 3 years. But if, to be perfectly frank and honest, I've been doing the live stream game earlier than that. I mean, I had online radio shows that was mostly live stream and internet based. So I feel that I have the knowledge and the expertise to let you DJs know that if you really want to brand yourself and put yourself out there, live streaming is the way to go. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give you some steps on how live streaming has played an integral part of getting noticed as a DJ, and especially this year in 2023. So let's get to it. Before we get to step one, I just want to make a little disclaimer. I will be going to my little notes here, and then after I read off my notes, I will be doing a little reaction. I'm gonna try to keep this as short and to the point as possible. But if it does go a little longer, I apologize in advance. But I feel that this is information that you should know and take heed to. So let's go with the first step. Choosing the right platform. Research popular live stream platforms that cater to music and DJs such as Twitch, YouTube, or Mixcloud Live. Each platform has its own feature and audience, so select the one that aligns with your target demographic. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the rip, Twitch is where it's to go. It's the way to go, period. I mean, YouTube is good, but YouTube, sometimes they are very sneaky with the copyright, especially if you're playing music that they feel that is, that might get that means that's copyright protected, and they'll they are kind of on the fence on that. So I wouldn't use YouTube, you know, when you talk about DJing your sets, unless you have made some kind of deal with YouTube. But if you're an upcoming and new DJ, that's highly unlikely. Mixcloud Live, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't use it at all. It's for some reason when when Facebook denied a plethora of DJs of using their platform, for live streaming because they didn't want to deal with the copyright scenario. Mixcloud stepped in and said, "Well, we'll do it. We'll put out Mixcloud Live." But the problem with that is, I don't know now because I don't use Mixcloud, so I'm just going by my experience with it. I don't think they have did any else to it, any upgrades to it, anything that will get even me as a DJ to use their platform to broadcast my live sets. Twitch, on the other hand, I've been using Twitch I, since I started doing live stream, and I haven't had any issues. Now, Twitch will mute some of the songs. If they feel that if it's copyright protected, they will mute the songs. But what they won't do is they won't take your whole video out. They won't take your whole live stream out. So, but there's a way around it, and I'm gonna get to that too a little later. But what I'm telling DJs today, if you really want to get yourself out there, Twitch is the way to go because you're gonna get more eyes because there's still a lot of viewers, and also, you know, there's a good number of DJs are using Twitch, but in my opinion, it's still not saturated because remember the DJ community as a whole is still a small percentage, you know, of Twitch users. I mean, for the most part, Twitch users are mostly games, news, podcasts, things of that nature. So the DJ community that uses Twitch is still a small percentage, but it's growing and it's still one of those things that you can utilize to getting your name out there. So if I was a new DJ starting out right now and I want to get my name out there, I will get me a Twitch. I will create a Twitch channel and I will get myself started. So let's go with step 2. Okay. Plan your content. Create a schedule and plan engaging content, for your live streams. Consider using DJ sets, tutorials, behind the scenes glimpse, collaborations with other DJs or artists, and even interact elements like taking requests or hosting Q&A sessions. Now, what I do with my channel, folks, first and foremost, is do live sets. Me, I have 3 shows that I do on Twitch, and I do 2-hour sets for each show, and it works well with me because I do them once a week. It's mostly on a Sunday, and it's mostly in the afternoons, and those like the best times for me because it gives me ample enough time to prepare, to check to make sure the audio and the video is correct, make sure all my equipment is right, make sure the music that I want to play is there. I may want to purchase some new new tracks, make sure I get those loaded up and analyzed and things of that nature, and then do my thing. Now I know a couple of DJs. As a matter of fact, it's this one DJ. She also does Q&A. She mainly plays drum and bass, and she just started out doing a podcast and doing Q&A sections and interviewing, other DJs of her genre. But now she's also dipping her feet into the DJ realm itself. So that's one of the things about live streaming. You can be as versatile as you want to be. I mean, you can start out just doing Q&A and interviewing DJs, and then you can progress to, doing live sets on, of your own. I mean, that's one of the great ways. But whatever you do, make sure you plan your content, and also make sure you plan a schedule that's going to fit, you. So you'll be able to meet that schedule, because that's one of the things that every DJ that I notice that's on Twitch, they have a set schedule and they always play on that schedule. Now things does happen where they're not able to play or they may be a little late, but for the most part, if you plan and set a schedule for you to play, your audience appreciate that because they're anticipating that you are going to be on a specific time. So let's not disappoint them. Okay, on to the next step. Promote your stream. Prior to each live stream, promote it across your social media channels, websites, and mailing lists. Share teasers, announcements, and reminders to build anticipation and attract your existing fans as well as potential new viewers. Now, for those who have known me throughout the years as a blogger, as a broadcaster, and now as a DJ, especially in these live stream spaces, the one constant thing that everyone knows about me, I'm a doggone promoting machine. I mean, when I know that I'm about to get ready to go on live, either if it's my show or I'm a part of a Twitch raid train lineup, I'm going to promote that. Because why? Because I want people not only to see, if it's my own show, of course I want people to see me play and be engaged and get on the chat, and and hopefully that they will follow my channel. But when I'm part of a raid train or some kind of special uh, event that has to do with live streaming, I want people to be part of that, and I want to promote those particular DJs who whose lineup I'm a part of, because they didn't have to ask me, or if I asked to be part of that lineup, they didn't have to accept me. So of course, it's my pleasure and honor to be part of that lineup. So I want to do my part and my due diligence to let people know that this particular event is going on at this particular day, and these are the DJs that's going to be part of that particular event, and those are the times. And also make sure that I personally follow them on their Twitch channels. So when they have their other regular schedules, I like to check them out. Or they're part of other raid trains, I like to check them out. For support, and that's the one thing I love about this live streaming space. I mean, you support each other. You go and you listen and you watch. They play. Watch them play some good tunes that you enjoy, or they may play some new tunes that you never heard before that you want to, you know, get, add to your library. it's a win-win. That's why I love that. But promoting is key, and you utilize your social media. As a matter of fact, if you're a new DJ, what I suggest, turn all transform your social media into your brand. I'll use me as an example. Househeadspeakz has a Facebook group page as well as a Facebook DJ page, has a Twitter page, has a website, has another website for the merchandise, what I'm wearing right now, and also have an Instagram account. Along with the fact I have a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel. So I use all of my social media network to brand myself as, of course, Househeadspeakz DJ. So that's the key. You have to create your social around your DJ brand and use and utilize that social to promote even either your channel, or if you're part of an event, make sure you promote that event. Make sure you ask for the flyer for that event so you can promote that event and let everybody else know that that event is available and for everybody to check it out. Okay, on to the next one. Invest in equipment and setup. Ensure your live stream has high quality audio and video. Invest in a good DJ controller or mixer, a reliable computer, a quality webcam, and a stable internet connection. Set up your streaming area with appropriate lighting and visually appealing backdrops. Now, as you can see here right now, I have I have strobe lighting in the back here. I have lighting right here. I also have a little light right here. I use three cams. I use my main cam. That's when you're seeing the side the you'll look at the side shot. And then my laptop cam is what you're looking at right now. This is what I use when I do my online presence right here. And then of course I have my third cam right here, which shows my DJ controller. Now, I also use, not only do I use my laptop, I use two desktops. One of my desktops is connected to my record box, which is connected to my controller. The other desktop, I use that to record all my DJ sets. And we're going to get to that. So when it comes to equipment, now I spend now the way I grew this, it took some time. I mean, I did it step by step by step by step. So I'm not telling any new DJ you got to have all this equipment, right off the bat. No, don't do that. You can use your cell phone as your cam. I mean, most cell phones right now is 4K. So one of the best ways to get your broadcasts out, just use your cell phone. You can use your cell phone as a webcam and hook it up to your laptop. You can have your laptop hook up to your controller, and there you go. Then you'll be able to live stream. Now, what I also suggest, don't use Wi-Fi to live stream. Just don't do it. The reason why I say that is because Wi-Fi has a tendency to buff, and the bandwidth is not so strong. I use hard line on all of my live streams. Hard line. As a matter of fact, my hardline is connected to my router onto my on my cable and my internet. So I always use hardline. That's the you get the best quality, both sound and both connection and sound, and also video when you use the hardline. It's it has worked for me for many years, and I stand by it. So you know, like I said, you don't need too much money. Oh, also invest yourself in the microphone as well. Sorry to forget that. You don't need too much money to start live streaming, especially now with the controllers that's coming out. You have controllers like the Newmark Mixstream Pro, even the new one, the Mixstream Pro. It's it's designed for you to do live stream, so you don't even need an interface. And I do use the interface for for my controller, but you don't even need an interface. So it's more accessible for you to go online, to go live stream, to do your thing. So okay, enough of that. Let's get to the next one. Engage with your audience. Interact with your viewers during the live stream by responding to comments, requests, and questions. Engaging with your audience not only builds a connection, but also helps in retaining viewers and attracting new ones through word of mouth. Now, I know some DJs because I have seen it, personally. I know some DJs do have a difficult time, you know, interacting with, with their viewers while they're playing. And especially if you're a one man game and you doing this all your own, yeah, it's kind of difficult to really try to engage, with those who are in the chat or those are listening in. But what I always do, and now I'm learning to do it more. I'll use both. I'll respond if I know there's someone is on the chat. I'll respond on the chat, or if I'm about to bring in, do a transition, I'll wait till after I'm done with that transition. Then I'll probably go. Then I'll go on the mic and just acknowledge them. I mean, it's important to be noticed. I mean, people, who is checking you out, who's on the chat, they doing it for a reason because they like what you're doing. They're checking you out and like, okay, I like his stuff. I mean, I said, okay, I'll follow, especially if you're engaging, like through the chat or even on the mic, acknowledge them, acknowledging their presence. They'll be like, okay, he acknowledged me. Cool. I'll follow him. Let me see. I'll check out his stuff. I'll, you know, check him out. So engaging with the artist is the key because it gets you more views and it gets you more follows, and that's what you want. I mean, especially if you are a upcoming DJ trying to get your name out, you definitely want people to follow you and tell others about you. I mean, most of the followers that I have gained throughout the times me DJing has been because somebody else saw me play and they went and checked me out and they followed me, or I was part of a either event or a raid train and they like what I brought as far as my set is concerned, and they followed me, you know or I had people who I didn't know that follows me said they follow me, and we're talking about people from the street. I didn't know that they was following me or checking me out. Said, "Yeah, you Househeadspeakz." I'm like, "Yeah." Have you checked? I said, "Oh yeah, I check you out all the time." I don't go. And some people may not go on the chat, but believe you me, they are checking you out. I learned that long time ago. So don't if you're upcoming DJ, don't get discouraged if you don't have too many views on your view count. As a matter of fact, don't even look at the view count. Just know that as long as you on and you playing the music that you playing, just know that a good 5 or 10 people could be checking you out. And if you keep consistent, those 5 or 10 people will grow up to be more 5 and 10 people. And that first 5 or 10 people will go onto the chat, and they will say, "Hey, I've been checking you out for some time. I know I haven't been going to chat, but I decided to go on the chat now just to let you know that I like what you're doing and I love the music, stuff like that. And I've been letting people know about you as well. And and you're on your way. You're on your way to branding yourself. Okay, let's get on to the next one. Collaborate with others. Say it with me one more time. Collaborate with others. Consider collaborating with other DJs, musicians, or even visual artists during your live streams. This can help cross pollinate your audience and expose you to new viewers who might become fans of your work. Most of the followers that I have gained, and most of the people who know me, as a whole, has done it because they saw me collaborate with someone else. They either saw me on a raid train or they saw me at a huge, event, where different DJs was live streaming. I know during the pandemic, there was 2 events that I was involved in, along with a former DJ partner, and we did, and they was both based in Canada. So that was cool that we was able to be part of that particular, and it was a huge lineup. I mean, it was a huge lineup. So we was happy to be part of that. So far, I've been part of a couple of events that good good DJs that I know that I follow that has followed me. I've been part of the event. Recently, you know, I have been on at least 3 raid trains, and as a matter of fact, this coming Sunday. It'll be my 4th one. As a matter of fact, it's called House Show Sunday Rain Train. It will be this coming Sunday, which is July the 16th. It starts at 9 p.m. I don't 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm the last DJ that will be playing on that particular lineup, and I'm excited about that. So I get to close out and close the show. So I'm excited about that. But this is what I'm talking about. I wouldn't. This would not be possible unless I reach out to these DJs who has these platforms, or who have reached out to me, and I agreed to be part, of their event or things of that nature. That's why it's important to, even if you don't have a show, go on Twitch and start following these DJs and let them know. You don't have to don't advertise yourself, don't advertise your brand, don't do none of that, because 9 times out of 10, if you say hello or good evening, good afternoon, 9 times out of 10 they'll have their ticker that acknowledge the fact that, shout out to Househeadspeakz. He's on here. I appreciate you, coming up, man. If you want to follow him, here's his Twitch channel. There you go. Now you have people know that you are on Twitch, that you have shows scheduled. They're going to check you out. They're going to follow you, and all you did was went on to another DJ show and just say hi. I mean, there's been times I just say hi. Or I say, if it's a Saturday, I say happy Saturday. Or if it's a Sunday, I say happy Sunday. And, and for the most part, I get acknowledgement back, which is good. Because as long as their audience seeing that, okay, he's another DJ. Let me check his channel out. Let me follow him. And there you go. So it's good to collaborate with other teachers, and it's also fun. It's a great time when you part an event and you see these great DJs doing their thing, playing good music, enjoying it, and that vibe and that energy, and then you see people who's on the chat just enjoying themselves and they're vibing along with you. I mean, I love raid train parties. I love being part of raid train events. I think that was one of the best things that Twitch has ever came up with, specifically for DJs. I'm not sure if they did it for DJs as a whole, but I'm going to say that when they came with raid trains, I know that they did it for DJs because you can, like I said, you can really grow a community by being part of a raid train. So it's great. It's an awesome thing. Well, enough of that. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, provide exclusive content. Create a sense of exclusivity. Exclusivity. I know I jumbled that up, but let's keep it going. For your live streams by offering special perks or content that is only accessible to viewers during the screen. This could include unreleased tracks, remixes, or exclusive merchandise giveaways, encouraging fans to tune in regularly. Now, I'm not going to stay too much on this subject because I feel that this is mainly for Twitch channels who's been doing this way longer than I have. Now, I personally I don't offer perch of things of that nature. Now, what I do is I do let people know about my my recorded sets on SoundCloud, and I do let them know about the merch that I have available on my Househeadspeakz Designs website. So that's how I do it. Now, if you're upcoming DJ, if you feel that you have the means to do merch giveaways, or especially if you're a producer, and you want to use wants to give away unreleased tracks, you can do that. I know there's a good number of DJs who are producers and they have done that, and there's also DJs who use who give away remixes. You know, it depends on how you want to structure your channel. But like I said, I'm not gonna stay too long on this one, so let's go to the next one. Share highlights and recordings. After each live stream, edit and share highlights or recorded versions of the stream on your social media channels or website. This allows those who missed the live stream to catch up and potentially attract new viewers. Now, if you have a SoundCloud or a Mixcloud account, that's where I would use to record every show that you do. Record it. No matter what. Record it. Record every show. And then once you record it, you go back, you upload it to whatever platform you're using, SoundCloud or Mixcloud. And after you do that, you post that out on your social media. So for those who did miss your show, you have a recorded. You recorded the entire set, and now you post it on your socials, so they can go to your SoundCloud or your Mixcloud, and they can listen in. And I know some people may prefer that because everyone's busy. We know, we understand that. I understand people are busy. I understand, a lot of things going on, and especially here in Chicago by being the summertime, and especially when things has been shut down for a minute, everybody is taking advantage of getting out and just being a good, just being out and about. So I totally understand that. That does not mean that you slack off on not recording your sets, when you do your channel. Also, Twitch saves your videos as well. So you can even chop your videos up. You can post it on either Riz on Facebook or IG, or if you have a TikTok, you can put it there. So you can do that as well. You can also, if you want to, if you have a YouTube channel, you can also take your set, and upload it, and then create a thumbnail. You got to create that YouTube thumbnail and post your video onto your YouTube channel, and you can do it that way. There are many ways to get your stuff out there, and especially if a viewer or someone who follows you happen to miss a show. Me, on a personal level, I I record all my shows, all of them. Every show I have done, by the time I started DJ until today, I have recorded, and it's all on my SoundCloud, all of them. Now, the one I don't know how many other free open source recording uh, sites that can be used. I use Audacity because to me it's the best one. I know a lot of DJs use it. They swear by it. I've been using it. My God, let me see. I said about going on 3 years now, and I love it. I enjoy it. It's easy to record it. It's easy to upload it to your what I do is I usually upload it to one of my flash drives. Then I take it to my second computer, and then I start uploading to my SoundCloud. And then I start posting my mixes out. So, but you definitely want to do that. Make sure you record all your live sets. Like I said, if you don't have, if there's a chance you don't have to, if you can't use the video version, you can always use the audio. And like I said, SoundCloud or Mixcloud, those are the two platforms that specifically made, for getting your recording your audio and just posting your music out there. So enough of that. Let's get on to the next one. And collaborate outside of live stream. Don't solely rely on live streaming to get noticed. Attending DJ events, connect with fellow DJs and artists, and actively engage in the music community. This can be this can open opportunities for collaborations, guest appearances, and further exposure. Now, I personally I do all my outside network, somewhere else. I don't do it at the city that I'm from, and I live in Chicago. I don't do none of my outside network here. I do all my outside network elsewhere. But that's me. That's how I want to do it. But for you, the young DJ, the upcoming DJ, I advise you to network in your area. I mean, go to DJ events. You don't have to go to a club and a venue. I mean, especially now since it's summertime, there's a lot of festivals that's out there. There's a lot of outdoor events that's out there. There's probably block parties that playing house music or the music of your favorite genre that's out there. So you can go to those places. You can speak with those DJs. I mean, if you don't get to speak with the DJs that's actually performing, trust me, there are DJs that's in the audience that you can speak to because, speaking for a DJ, I'm still a fan. I have certain DJs that I see live on my own, for myself because I'm a fan of their music. And especially if they're producers on top of DJing, oh, I'm a fan. So I will get this, I get the pleasure to go see them play. I mean, I don't have to play all the time. I can go see them play. Prime example, I was in Toronto on Memorial Day weekend. I had a gig that Saturday night, but there was another event that was going on not too far from where I was playing. And since I knew I was pretty much closing out that particular event, it gave me the opportunity to go to the event to see one of my good DJs playing, my good DJ friends that's out there, people that I know that seen me, out there before because I have played at the venue, at the spot that I was in before. So you keep those lines of communications going. You keep that network going. You collab, you speak, you talk. I mean, I reach out to these DJs through social media, through WhatsApp, through text, because I want them to know that I'm, keeping my options open. And I know that even if I visit there and I don't get to play, that's fine. I want to know where the party is. I want to know what the event is so I can go out there to support. And that's key as well because if I'm going out there to support them, chances are if I return again, they might have a spot for me. You know. So it's good to keep all your options open, and especially when you're doing outside networking because I know it's not easy. I mean, there's a lot of people who's probably introverts and not outgoing or can put themselves out there as I can. And trust me, it took a lot of practice of doing that. But that's what happens when you've been thrusting this music for so long. It's second nature to you to present yourself. So, and especially if you're trying to get your name out there, you're not gonna get your name out there sitting at home, playing, online and stuff like that, and hoping that maybe one of these promoters will see my Twitch channel and they'll like my music and they'll let me, play at their venue. No, 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 no. Let's not kid ourselves. Now, like I said, this live streaming thing is another additional tool that you can use to get your name out there. But if you live in an area where you know a lot of DJs, a lot of promoters, you might know the owner of the venue or someone who works in that venue, you need to get out there and present yourself. So I agree with that. But everybody does, like I said, everybody does it differently. I'm not saying the way I do it is the best way. You have to test the waters for yourself and see what works for you. Now, on to the next one. Analyze and deliberate. Monitor your live stream analytics to understand which content performs best, which time slot attracts the most viewers, and other key metrics. Use this data to refine your approach and improve the impact of your live streams. That's why one of the reasons why I enjoy using Twitch, because after every broadcast, every live stream, they automatically send you an email, of the analysis of your stream. It shows you how many followers that follows you, how many viewers that viewed you, how many new followers that's starting to follow your channel, and also how many subs you gain. So it it's a good tool to have because it allows you to figure out, okay, is this time slot good for me? Maybe I need to switch to another time slot. The other way, the other way of doing it is each day, just go on Twitch, check out the DJs, check out the lineups, check out the times, and see how many DJs are playing at a certain time slot. If you see more DJs are playing at that time slot, chances are you may not want to use that time because it's too saturated, and they probably have established a specific time and it works for them. And by you coming out being new, it may not work for you. Now, my suggestion is, if you're going to start out on a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. Now, I have Thursday, I use that for online radio, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I find those 3 days always work. And on a Friday, you can do it early in the evening, maybe after work or an hour after work before it gets crazy, because Fridays can't get a lot of DJs be playing on Fridays. Saturdays, you can do it early afternoon or close to early evening, but not too late at night, because like I said, a lot of DJs usually play later on a Saturday. Sunday, you can go all out on Sunday. You can play in the morning, you can play during the afternoon, you can play in the evening, but I wouldn't play too late in the evening because I know people still have 9 to 5. So I will play at a specific time in the evening, knowing that I can finish, and then after I finish, I can get situated and get ready for bed, so I can, get ready for that work week. And I know people still have jobs. Trust me, I still have a 9 to 5 myself, so I totally understand. But just check out, your time slot. Always monitor, what time slots other DJs, are aligned with, and also use the Twitch analysis. I use it all the time. As a matter of fact, I wait till that email to come so I can go and check out my analysis to see how I done for that particular day on that particular set. So let's recap. Remember, consistency, quality, and engagement are key when utilizing live streaming to get noticed as a DJ. Continuously working, improving your skills, growing your fan base, and delivering memorable experience throughout your live streams. Now, this is what I want to say to my new and upcoming DJs. Even if you haven't played a gig or haven't played out, set up a live stream. Uh, Set up a live stream. Just set it up. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. When I'll never forget this. When I started as a DJ, and I think I told you this before on my previous channels, I didn't tell no one that I was DJing. I practiced for an entire year. And then at that time, I did had a DJ party, but DJ partner. But when his schedule was conflicting with our time slot, I had to make a decision. My decision was to either, you know, postpone the show for a while until his schedule freezes back, opens back up for us to continue with our scheduled show, or go out on my own. So, with the help of the DJs that supported me through the radio station that I was doing my live sets, I struck out on my own. And the initial thing that I used was, and my mindset was, I know I'm still young at this, but I'm going to use this platform as a practice platform. That means I know I'm going to forget stuff. I know I'm going to make errors. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I know my transitions may not be up to snuff. My blends probably not be up to par. I know that I have a plethora of limitations, but I'm going to use my platform as a practice platform. That means every time I go on, I know this is me practicing. Now, don't get me wrong. You shouldn't you shouldn't use live streaming as your way of practice. As a matter of fact, if you're a new and upcoming DJ, you should be practiced at least 2 to 3 hours a day. Period. Because I did that the first year that I learned. I practiced 2 to 3 hours a day. Mainly I practiced 2 hours because I didn't know how I was going to be doing 3 hour sets. But for the most part, I practiced 2 hours a day. So that's what I did. I used my platform as a practice platform, and as they say, the rest is history. So what I'm saying is, this is a great tool to use to not only get your name out there. This also a way to collaborate with different DJs, to gain viewers, to gain followers. I mean, I gained a good number of followers, you know, through live streaming. I have gotten great, viewership from live streaming, and I have collabed with good, great number of DJs from across the world. You know, I mean, I'll use Mary Blue for example. She's from Spain, and each and every time that she's on, I try to follow her. Uh, Portia Live. She lived in Miami before, and now she lives in Argentina, and I follow her as well. And there's other DJs that I follow, and and they're from different parts of the world, and it's so awesome to get to see and hear the great music that they play, and to be part of, sometimes I met those two ladies lady DJs that I mentioned through a raid train that I was part of. I wouldn't know who they were unless I was part of that raid train, which was it's awesome. It's awesome. So I just want to let my new and upcoming DJs to know. And also, don't allow no one to tell you that live streaming is a waste of time. Live streaming is not a waste of time. You know, And the reason why I'm saying that it's not a waste of time is because the reality is there's a lot of DJs out there, but in certain areas, there's not a lot of venues. And not everybody can play at Defective Live or the Chosen Few Picnic here in Chicago or the House of Soul here in Chicago or the Winter Music Conference in Miami. You know, no one those are for big name DJs that have grind their teeth and show their metal. And I totally understand that. So, like I said, new and upcoming DJs like like myself, like you, because I'm still new myself. Like I said, I only been DJ since in 2017. So we need a space for us to use so we can showcase our skills. So people can see and listen to what we bring to the table, and and then we can collaborate with other DJs and we gain followers, and then we can go out and network and let people know, yeah, I have this channel that I play certain time and this and that. You should check it out if you want to check it out. I mean, you're not telling them that check it out because check it out and maybe you can give me a gig. No, just say, hey, look, just check me out and tell me what you think. If you know, I mean, you leave it up to them, and who knows? I didn't heard certain Twitch DJs has gotten gigs because of that. So, like I said, don't sleep on it. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep on it. Okay, we're gonna get ready to close it out. Let me know what you think about what you heard. Let me know if live streaming is something that you was looking to do but didn't know where to go. And I hope I hope this particular video at least steer you in the right direction. If you are, have a live stream time account, let me know how long you've been doing live streaming and your experience with it. Let's have a conversation, people. Let's talk about it. That's what we hear. We here collaborating. We're here talking about it. We're helping each other because you know your comments may help me on certain areas, and I'm hoping this video will help you. So, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let everybody know about this and my other videos. If you want to follow me on my Linktree account. That's Linktree/Househeadspeakz. It has all my socials with it, along with my two websites. You can follow my website that my DJ's website, which is www.househeadspeakzdj.com. If you want to support, uh, the merch, I'm gonna be as a matter of fact, I'm going to be creating new designs in the upcoming weeks. So look out for those. You can go to that website, which is www.househeadspeakzdesigns.com. Well, until then, it's been an honor and a pleasure bringing this out to you. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, because I just want people to really understand the impact and the importance that live stream have done for DJs and will continue to do for DJs. Like I said, if you're a new DJ, try it out for size and let me know what you think about it. Until then, peace and love, everyone.